Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it is that time of the expansion cycle where we are wondering, where's the next expansion announcement? Where's the announcement of the announcement? And I truly believe, which we predicted, or I mentioned a video in like 3 weeks ago, that it's going to happen this week. I think on Thursday, October 10th, we will finally get that next expansion announcement. Like, finally. Didn't we just get a new set? It's always that way. But regardless, I'll go over why I think that may happen and why we might see something we have never seen before. Well, that's actually 100% going to happen because Blizzard said it. They would never lie. They have never lied except when they lie, which happens sometimes, but it's not that often, right? Anyways, we're going to go into why I think it'll be this Thursday, everything to expect with that expansion announcement, as well as a possible expansion date. We already predicted that in the prior video too. But again, we'll just remind you guys and go all over this stuff. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription and you want to stay tuned for when all this news goes live, card reviews, we'll have our giveaways, which yes, we'll keep doing because I always enjoy doing that and, you know, saying make me go broke. Hit that sub button down below, give the video a like. It helps out a lot as we're on the road to 86K and we're getting really darn close. So yes, this was the teaser for the 3 expansions posted at the beginning of rotation, where we had the 3, you know, you got the Whizbang teaser, Perils of Paradise, the beach, and then we have this like star looking, or maybe just like a wintry lake reflecting the sky. Who knows? It looks like it'll be at least darker theme, with hope. It's been really goofy all year and people really want something a little bit more serious. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I wanted to go over why I think it's going to be announced this week. And there's multiple clues that have emerged, including one more recently than when we did our prediction video with this huge balance patch we recently got, right? Where they nerfed Mage. Isn't Mage fine now? It's not. Regardless, there was a dev comment that did mention that this was focused on adjustments to the mini set and that we would expect another balance patch in a few weeks, which a few weeks typically means 3 to 4, whatever, right? Normally, if it's 2, you say a couple, 3, a few weeks, right? So, but it says between expansion announcement and launch, and this was posted 2 weeks ago. So if this balance patch is probably next week, we got to have the expansion announcement, right? So it kind of makes sense for it to line up with this week. And I really hope that's the case because I would like that balance patch soon, or just anything new. We're dying for content here. But there's also another big clue, which we talked about in that prior video a few weeks ago, which led to me predicting all of what we're seeing right now with the Mythic Rag Portrait, which is in the shop. And if you haven't bought it yet, you haven't dropped that very reasonable $75 Canadian on a shiny animated portrait. I do love it. It's just ridiculously expensive. And unless you're a content creator or just have a lot of disposable income, you just don't buy it, right? But overall, yeah, it's likely to leave on the 10th. That'll be the last time you can get it. But that would likely indicate we're probably getting a patch on that day, right? Something to replace that portrait, a new legendary portrait, new mythic portrait, new pre-orders, probably new signatures. They have been pushing the cosmetics a lot, right? Whenever we get this pre-order patch, I assure you, it will not just be pre-orders like it used to be. There'll be signatures and new portraits and all that stuff. And we'll try and get as much as we can to preview it all. Not promising to get everything anymore, but we still get the majority of stuff. And again, that October 10th would not be on Tuesday, which is quite often a patch day, but on the 10th, which is Thursday, the other patch day, right? And then the other big clue, again, we mentioned this before, Perils Paradise, the Tavern Pass here, I'll move my head so you can read that, November 5th. That will be expiring, and that's when you'll no longer be able to earn XP, and you'll want to get to level 100 by November 5th. You won't, the Tavern Pass, all that stuff doesn't switch when the pre-order goes live or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that would be on a Tuesday, so next month, and that would indicate, yeah, expansion launch probably November 5th, could be November 7th. Sometimes it's the same week, right? So if you're trying to plan and you want to anticipate, yeah, November 5th, around that time, probably expansion launch. And then, of course, we'll have October 10th, likely the expansion announcement later this week. And I really hope so, because I'm, again, I would like some content to talk about. And with a new expansion, you typically get your early access legendary, you know, like Mayor and the Manager, very reasonable, balanced card that is certainly not overstayed as welcome or anything like that. But yeah, that's something to expect. But quite likely we'll get something else. This has been the 10-year anniversary. Each expansion so far has given a little bit more than the normal one, right? The first set of the year, we got Hearthstone Brew with all of his gifts alongside of him. Have made a huge impact, especially the gifts in the Hearthstone meta. Absolutely been relevant. So they didn't add to this, so I wouldn't think they would add to this. But with the second expansion of the year, we saw a temporary event with, you know, signature Gen Greymane, signature Baku, and all of that. They were added for like a temporary thing. So my thinking is they probably do something similar with this expansion. Like, what would you have come back? And I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I thought of, which of course will never happen, you know, they don't want games to last longer, also probably piss a lot of people off, but come on, bring Prince back for actually permanently, forever Prince. But they could sell a signature, whatever, and all that. The one I was thinking that's actually got a good shot, I would think there's only one that's kind of an issue with it, is if we look at Dark Moon Fair. That's the one that stands out to me that could be really cool to have, like, returning iconic legendaries where you can have like N'Zoth come back, and there's plenty of tribes you could resurrect, build around that in standard. Cthulhu is just, you don't need any support for this one. It's just a card and you can play it, right? And they could do signatures of these, and that'd be so rad and very expensive, but so rad. I would love that. And Yogg, you just need to have spells, right? The only one that would be an issue is Yasharj, because, well, you know, you have to play corrupt cards. So maybe they could swap out and put the Old Gods one in, which is just a recruit minion, which you would never play anyways, but still, the Old Gods, that's pretty iconic to me, and maybe you could bring that back. But they did mention something in their post about Mythic Rag that has me wondering about what exactly they're talking about, because they did say, remember, when they were explaining all their cosmetic plans and favorite boards, maybe we get the favorite boards update, that could be coming. But they said separately, besides this arena update they had planned for early next year, which, by the way, absolutely terrifies me, because whenever they update anything, it's usually we want more money and not make the mode better or whatever. So that's a video for another day. I'm holding my breath on that. I probably should do that in my gameplay videos apparently too. Breathe a little bit loud. Regardless, they did say for our core standard players, we have some fun updates ahead of us with the build up to our next expansion, including something we've never done before. And I was thinking we could have an active twist season, but they said standard players. So, you know, that's not going to be happening, but there's going to be something coming that I certainly have no idea about whatsoever. I think it's gonna be really cool if I knew about it, but yes, there's gonna be something happening that we've never seen before with this latest expansion announcement. So there's lots to look forward to. We just don't know what it is, when it's coming yet, but I'm gonna hype up. We're hyping up the announcement of the announcement. That's right, we're going that full deep into things, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it because this Hearthstone meta kind of driving me crazy, to the point where if you look behind me up there, we're building Legos like crazy. I've built some big sets and all sorts of stuff. I almost want to make a separate channel just to talk about plastic things, but there's so many Lego channels and all that stuff already. But still, look at the Mario go. Anyways, we'll keep you guys up to date on all this news. Probably do some fun gameplay in the meantime until then, or any news pops up, we'll talk about it. And then once that expansion announcement happens, we'll be off to the races, reviewing cards, talking about whatever else is going on, and hopefully should be a lot of fun. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.